Overlanding to India, Episode 4. More Bulgarian monuments on the way to Istanbul. We continue our way from Koprivshtitsa to the Baklamento Pass. On the summit of this pass lies the Arch of Liberty. We find the ideal spot to park our motorcycles in between the arch and enjoy the magnificent landscape to both sides of the mountain. Here the Bulgarian flag still flies proudly in the wind. After a little off-roading, we continue our route on the winding roads through the Bulgarian countryside. We try to find some lunch, but there is no place who accepts euro or where you can pay by card. Quite some time later, we find a gas station where they do serve lunch, so we are happy. Some minutes after our arrival, a large group of motorcyclists arrive. They are from the Czech Republic and they make even a more wild travel than we do. Even more countries in less time. On the next pass, we find the Shipka monument. It is slightly older than the other ones, you can see it on the stile. But wait, what is that there in the distance? I have seen that before. Actually, the next one was not in our planning, but since it was so close, we decided to drive over to the Buzludza monument. It is, let's say, interesting to see that the Bulgarians apparently use every available mountaintop to build on some monuments. I can also see why, because of a long struggle for independence. After we pass a group of semi-wild horses on the roadside, we encounter a next group of motorcyclists. These guys from Austria just returned from their trip to Iran. So after all, this option would have also been possible. Nevertheless, we continue our route and now find ourselves approaching the Buzludza. Those who know me well might recognize this place from last year. Nevertheless, it's still a crazy and very impressive place to visit, and it's worthwhile visiting it again. Here, it's not even a 360-degree view over the surrounding landscape, but especially the building itself, which is stunning. But again, it makes me sad to see how this once proud building is now falling into pieces. I hope that someday the will and the money is found to restore this unique building. But for now, it looks in even worse state than 1 year ago. Just judge for yourselves. Once back in the plain, we continue our road towards Sozopol, which is located on the border of the Black Sea. On the 7th day, we enjoy breakfast on the beach of the Black Sea. There are certainly worse places to do that. Then it's time to continue our route towards the next country. On a bumpy and curvy road, we ride through a nature reserve. Shortly after spotting the first sign, Istanbul, we arrive at the next border. The border crossing into Turkey is again an exit border of the European Union. You can even see the old decontamination area in the no man's land. But actually, the border crossing went very smoothly and quickly. On the Turkish side, the roads are immediately a lot better. We stop in the first town to have some lunch and immediately make our first friends. It is a magnificent döner we get there. What immediately strikes us en route is that on several places brand new mosques are being built. Then we get into the Istanbul traffic. Nice! On our bikes it goes quicker than expected and soon we arrive at our hotel. Hakan, the owner, is already awaiting us and we have a safe place to park. The hotel room is much nicer than some of the places where we've slept the past few days. Then we spend a very nice evening with Hakan and he tells us all about the places which we can visit and go to in Istanbul. So our plan is ready for the upcoming days. We are now more than 2,600 kilometers away from home.